everyone, I'm Connie Roberts.
And I'm Jim Skokoza.
Well, we're back at this beautiful project.
Yeah, it's springtime. Isn't it a beautiful day? And we're back here in this country living project that we started last fall. We've got lots to show you coming up.
Before we begin, let's take you back 1 year ago to show you how this project started.
It turns out we have a client who recently purchased a nice, beautiful property out in the country. Old farmhouse, a lot of property, nice pond down in the distance. And unfortunately, there was nothing done around the property, around the house, and they want to do a lot of entertaining and spend some time enjoying that space. So we developed a plan for them. First thing, obviously, with a project like this here, we had to get up there and establish the design on site, set stakes, start doing some stakes for grading, because this is the property itself actually slopes, and it's a multi-level project. In terms of the patio itself, it's 2 distinct levels. So we had to get all that set up, map everything out before we started doing any work. And then once we got underway, we started digging our foundation, and we're building this. If you look here, this is an upper level that comes out of the house. This is the lower level, and we're going to start here and work our way down, basically. Connie, welcome to our outdoor country living project. Glad you got out here today.
Me too. It's beautiful here. I love the pond, and the horses are here, and oh, it's just so peaceful.
It's a very beautiful property, but I want to walk you around. I'll show you what we've got going so far. So let's take a walk.
Okay. Jim, so explain to me what's happening here.
Okay, so we were just up on the upper level. Now that's not built up all the way. That still has to go up a number of courses, because it's just going to be a couple steps out of the door. So this area still has to go up a couple courses high in the block. But what's going to happen here is this is a transition period. So we have our lower patio that's going to be here, all right? And this is the wall at the face of the lower patio. Right over in that area is going to be a sunken fire pit area. Okay, that's a gas fire pit.
Nice.
But what we're doing here is we're going to be putting a water feature coming through the wall, some sheet water dripping down into the basin right in this area, in this section of the patio. So that's going to kind of happen here. We've got our conduit in there for electrical service. Again, you can see all our drain lines are all in place already, because we've got a lot of drainage issues to deal with here, which we'll talk about in the future. But right here in this space is going to be the water shedding down, and you're going to have the lower patio here, and then you're going to have the fire pit over there. So you can have, it's kind of the water fire thing, the fire water. You'll be sitting in the sunken fire pit area here, looking at the water over here, and then you have the upper patio up there.
Wow, that's going to be really peaceful.
Very cool. This is our pad for our grill island.
Okay.
Okay, remember there's going to be a nice big grill island here. It's about 9 foot across. And we have a grill, we have a side burner, refrigerator, nice granite countertop, and there's going to be some special treatment we're going to do for the backsplash here. So this is our footer. You know, we set up a footer first so we don't have any issues with it settling over time. And so that's what this giant pad is here. Behind you and over here, you see these round sonotubes that are filled with concrete.
Right.
Those are going to be, that's our footers for the posts for the timber frame structure that's above here.
Okay.
So that's going to be really interesting. So we have that in mind. And then all this is just we have our lighting wires coming through here in the conduit. This is our gas line for the grill, which is going to be plumbed into a big gas tank. We have electrical coming in here for outlets and for switching for some other components and stuff. So again, these are all the things we have to think of in advance, because obviously we don't have to put them in after the fact.
All right.
So that's what this is, the big grilling area here. This will have a big roof structure, timber frame, and that comes right out of the house, and the kitchen is right inside the door there.
Jim, this looks really good. I remember when we were here before, they were just finishing up.
Right. That's that wood planking paver that we're using. That's the same paver we had down below in the sunken fire pit area. We put it here. We also created another bench here. And then on the back side of the bench is going to be a screen fencing of cedar to block off the view this way. So when you're sitting in the patio here, you're kind of encompassed into this space here. But it's a really sharp look. And then we have this nice transition with the log paver here. And then we move back into our standard blue pattern, which is over here.
I like it.
Let's take a look at the grill area.
Okay.
So this is kind of a little bit of a work in progress. A lot of things going on with this in terms of components and electrical pieces and gas lines and everything else. So the gas grill kind of goes in this space here. We have a double burner that goes in here. This is an outdoor refrigerator. Then we're getting a nice granite countertop on top of this here. So, you know, each one of these, when we build these, is kind of unique. We have some access doors, so we have some storage underneath there. And we've got to accommodate all the things that we need in there, such as the electrical for all the appliances, etc. We also have some outlets there so they can plug some additional things in, blenders and all that kind of fun stuff.
Oh, there's a party area.
Oh yeah, it's a party area, yeah.
But what are these for?
So those are our posts that are going to be mounted to the top block here, all right? And what they're doing is that's going to be the frame for our cedar planking that's going on there. And what we wanted to try to do, remember right where we're standing above us is going to be a timber frame roof, timber frame structure with a metal roof. So this is all under roof, this area.
Okay.
And we wanted again to try to create a really interesting space so when you're here grilling and entertaining, you've got a little bit of a backdrop here instead of just disappearing off into the woods.
Okay.
So this is our post to support the cedar planking that's going on there. And that's going to look really sharp. We're going to have some lights in the planking. It's going to look awesome.
Wow.
Coming up next, we'll show you the progress on this country living landscape project. Community, it's where we work, it's where we play, it's where you'll find First Northern Bank and Trust, offering community banking services. First Northern Bank and Trust is a family-owned and operated bank. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions. Plus, we keep your money right here in the community, stimulating local economic growth and providing jobs for our friends and neighbors. First Northern Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Donna Do-It-Yourself. I play a plumber on TV, fixing leaks and changing fixtures. But when I have a real plumbing problem, I call the experts at RJ Groner.
Clogged drains, water leaks, sewer line repairs. Plumbing problems are intimidating. RJ Groner is ready to help at home or at work to get the job done right.
Customer service is our #1 priority. Whether it's an installation or emergency repair, call us at 570-421-7260.
Sonia's Sweet Inspirations will help you blow your guests away with elegant cakes, cute cupcakes, specialty desserts, and more. Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Wedding Cakes. Sonia's Sweets are just that, sweet. Stop by North 9th Street, Stroudsburg to try a new fresh dessert today. So come by to Sonia's Sweet Inspirations at North 9th Street, Stroudsburg. Check us out at soniassweetinspirations.com and follow us on Facebook.
Well, Jim, we're back at this project, and it's so beautiful. It's big, and there was a lot to do here.
Yeah, a lot to do, and we accomplished a lot last fall. We just kind of ran out of weather to complete the project. So if you remember when we started this, it was just wide open territory, open palette. There was nothing here. There was the door that goes into the kitchen area. It was 4 feet down to grade. So they really needed some way to extend that living space from the kitchen area out into the outside. So we created this great design. And in the process, we had to also deal with the grades. We had to deal with some drainage issues. If you remember, we had to move that one door, that access door that was in the front here. And we accomplished most of that last fall. We got all the great drainage issues taken care of, and this turned into a multi-level project, as you can see, and that gets us down from where we have to start up by the threshold of the door down to the final grade, which will be down here once we finish up the final touches here. So a lot of work. We did all the walls, we did the drainage, we laid all the pavers. Then it got a little too cold to put the polymeric sand in there, so we'll be doing that this spring. Did a lot of the lighting and the wiring for the lighting. Put the drainages up on the patio space. Remember those special drains that we're doing?
Right.
And now we're back, and we're anxious to finish this project. I know the homeowner is anxious to finish the project because they want to sit that back and really enjoy it. So off we go.
All right, let's go take a look. Wow, Jim, this fire pit really turned out nice.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? So remember, it's a little sunken area, so it just gives it an extra special feeling when you're down here. We've got the sitting bench here. This is our fire pit. So our gas line's all plumbed in. It's coming in here. It's a 1-inch gas line coming in because this is going to be a really big flame. So we have a custom fire pit pan and burner being manufactured right now. So that'll get set in here and get hooked up, and they're telling me the flame will come up like this high, so we'll see what happens. It'll be pretty cool, but then you can adjust it real low as well. But this will be really nice. And then we're gonna fill it with lava rock too. So this area is kind of special. We got the great views, of course, the water feature coming out of the wall. So it gives you, again, that fire and water thing, just like we talked about last fall. All right, welcome to the upper deck.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah, isn't this nice? So what we were trying to do here, again, we're trying to create this sense of space. So this, generally speaking, is going to be like the dining area. So you've got it framed with this screen. We use cedar planking on here just to stop the view a little bit, otherwise it kind of disappears. And we got our bench here, and we have the same thing on the other end with the grill on, which we'll talk about in a minute. But this is going to be really kind of cool because we're going to use some of our, these are escutcheon lights, and basically these are going to get mounted into the cedar plate here. There's 4 of them that go in here, and it's going to throw light in a vertical pattern on here.
Oh, cool.
Which will light the bench and also put some interest on the wall itself. So that's really cool.
Nice. I think I need to take a seat.
Well, there you go. Not too long, though. We got work to do.
I want to see the view. Well, Jim, this is a nice, sturdy structure.
You think?
Yeah.
So we have a local artisan who has a sawmill, and we gave him the dimensions and specs that we wanted for this, and he cut all the wood. It's beautiful. It smells good too, doesn't it? It does. So I think this is really going to add to the whole scene here, and it really ties in with the farmhouse setting as well. Now here again with the grill, we kind of looked a little bit at this last fall, but this is going to get the grill here, side burner, refrigerator, granite countertop. And again, we put one of these backsplashes on here with that cedar planking. Again, so when you're grilling here, you're kind of in this special space. You've got the structure, you've got the planking and the cedar planking, creating some sense of space here. This is also going to get some lights on it, just like I showed you in the other one. And there's going to be some hanging lights here to illuminate this space from underneath. This gets a metal roof, a tin roof. We're waiting for the tin to come in and then that'll be put on. Same thing with the little piece that's over the, that's going to be a really kind of a special area later. I'm not even going to tell you what's going to happen there. But again, this is creating one element up here, one space for dining, entertaining, and then as you go down below and get into the lower space, now that's where you can have more deep seating, conversational areas, you got the fire pit, the views. So it creates 2 really great spaces, and they work together.
Still a lot of work to be done.
Yes, there is.
Still ahead, the project hits a small snag with getting propane to the grill and fire pit.
Isn't it time for you to start enjoying your backyard just like you see in the magazines and on TV? Hi, I'm Jim Skakoza from Chestnut Hill Nursery, and we're here to help. For over 40 years, we've been creating beautiful landscapes for folks just like you. You can count on us to build it right the first time and create a long-lasting project that'll provide a lifetime of memories. Imagine a new patio, fire pit, or outdoor kitchen. Then complete the scene with amazing outdoor audio and lighting. Together we can dream it, design it, and our expert team can build it. So go to chnursery.com to set up your free consultation. Make this the season you turn those dreams into reality. Start planning that first party now.
Looking for plants you can trust to create a beautiful, easy-to-maintain garden? All you have to do is look for the Proven Winners name to know you're getting the most distinctive plants on the market. That's because Proven Winners partners with the top plant breeders around the world to ensure varieties that are vigorous, healthy, vibrant, and unique. Chestnut Hill Nursery Garden Center employees are Proven Winners certified. Go to provenwinners.com to learn more about what makes Proven Winners plants different from the rest. Proven Winners plants at Chestnut Hill Nursery, Route 209, Broadheadsville.
Welcome back to the show. Jim, how are things progressing?
Today, not so well. So we're kind of falling behind here a little bit. We're supposed to get some other things occurring today. As you know, we have a fire pit, we have the gas grill, so we're putting in a 500-gallon propane tank here. They were supposed to be here this morning. We're still waiting. And so what they're going to do is drop the tank in here. The main line for the fire pit is down there, the big heavy yellow one.
Okay.
So they're going to hook that into the tank. And they had this existing propane tank over here which fires up their generator. We're going to eliminate that, so everything will run off the 500-gallon tank. So we've got to make some connecting lines from here to the generator and then over to the fireplace, or the grill rather, in the kitchen area.
That makes sense.
So yeah, so we had everything ready and we thought we'd have everything buried by now, but we're still waiting. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Jim, what's going on here?
Well, this is our fire pit, and we're trying to get everything ready for our gas connections. Again, it's a propane-fired fire pit, and this is our pan, and these brackets, well, as you can see here, noisy, these get mounted up here, and then that pan sits on top of this, and there's the jet for the fire ring that's going to be on there. And this is our gas line coming in. And this is our shutoff valve, which we have to put in here. It's an emergency shutoff valve. So we've got to rig this into the block here. We'll have to make a big cutout here so this can sit into the block here, and then the gas line will feed here and out and up into the fire ring. So it's a little complicated, but we're just trying to work out some of the details before we start cutting.
This is looking good. What is this for?
Well, it's just a little protection here. What we're doing is we're going to have a bar height countertop across here, so they can put some benches here and use this as a bar or an entertaining area. And then on the wall itself here, we'll be mounting a paneling that has blackboard, like a blackboard here. So they can write things on here, or today's menu, or funny faces, or whatever.
Today's cocktail.
Yes, today's cocktail, right. So what we need to do is we want to do some lighting under here, so we have these particular niche fixtures that we use. And these will get mounted up inside there, and it'll spill some light on the blackboard here at night, which will look really great. Yeah, this is a great little fixture, very adaptable, and we're going to kind of hide it up in the corner so you won't even see it. So from here, let's go over to the grill area. Okay, so some things are coming together here. We have some electrical wiring going in here. This is going to give us power to the outlets. That's an outlet for the refrigerator there. We're going to have a switch over there, which is also going to power the water feature that we have down below, so you can turn it on and off from up here. Gas lines coming in here for the grill, coming off that 500-gallon tank again. Okay. All right. And so we're also putting some lighting in here. As you can see, we have our lip lights or our wall lights here. When the surface, there's going to be a granite top on here. We'll cover this, and then the light will spill down on the wall real nice. So the escutcheon that we use on this niche light here forces the light to come in a downward angle like this here, so it's going to light up the wall. So you're going to get 3 beams of light coming down the wall. On the wall that we created over there by the sitting bench, the escutcheons on there go up and down, so you're going to have almost like a butterfly look going up and down on the wall. So it's going to look really sharp. And then above, we're going to have some hanging fixtures. This is also a niche light, but it's a hanging light, okay? So these will be hanging from the ceiling in 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, okay? So that you're going to be able to get a little bit of light on the floor here and illuminate this space.
Well, Jim, this project's all wrapped up.
Yeah, we're finally finished. It's a large project, okay? But we're going to take a tour when we come back.
First Northern Bank & Trust is your local loan specialist for both personal and business needs. Our local decision makers offer fast approvals and customized financial solutions, helping you reach your goals. First Northern Bank & Trust combines friendly service with the latest technologies to make banking quick, easy, and convenient. We continue to grow in Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, and Northampton counties, serving you with 11 local branches. First Northern Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Sue Chef. I play a chef on TV, slicing, peeling, and sauteing. And when I have a problem with my fixtures, I call the experts at RJ Groner.
Call today and get your fixtures fixed the right way. RJ Groner technicians are trained specialists who know how to take care of your home's plumbing, heating, and air conditioning.
Customer service is our #1 priority. Whether it's an installation or emergency repair, call us at 570-421-7260.
Sonia's Sweet Inspirations will help you blow your guests away with elegant cakes, cute cupcakes, specialty desserts, and more. Reader's Choice Award winner for best wedding cakes. Sonia's Sweets are just that, sweet. Stop by North 9th Street, Stroudsburg to try a new fresh dessert today. So come by to Sonia's Sweet Inspirations at North 9th Street, Stroudsburg. Check us out at soniassweetinspirations.com and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the show. Jim, you've really transformed this property.
Yeah, a little bit different from when we started, correct?
Absolutely.
So, you know, again, this was an old farmhouse, beautiful piece of property. The homeowner bought this a number of years ago. There is a newer addition over here, which is actually the kitchen area. So we wanted to start from that space. And the whole concept was to invite people outside and enjoy this beautiful area while they're spending time on the patio with friends and family, you know, having some good times. So the door here goes into the kitchen. So what we did is we created this upper level. So you spill out of the kitchen. This is going to be a dining area here. All right, we have some seating area back here as well. And then we have a space to really entertain and to cook and enjoy with our kitchen over here. So let's go take a look.
Okay. Wow, Jim, this is beautiful. I really like it.
And it's great. So again, in the theme of old farmhouse, you know, the country setting here that we have, we actually had all this timber all custom cut with a local mill. So it's all solid. I think they used yellow pine on this. And then we did a tin roof to match the roof that's on the addition over here as well. But the idea was to create a space where you can come out here, and if it's too sunny or if it's inclement weather, you can still come out here and use the kitchen. Right?
Well, that's a great place for
so
cooking.
Yeah, I mean, here's the kitchen. We got this beautiful grill, stainless steel grill. We've got a center section of burners, so they can use some sauce going on there. You can do some cooking over here. You can imagine how much fun you can have out here in this kitchen, right? You've got a lot of counter space. Got a fridge over here so you can keep the cold drinks, and you can keep everybody happy. And it creates a nice little entertaining space. So as the chef is cooking, he can entertain other people and guests around here. We can have some conversation. And of course, if you look down, you can see down through the rest of the property, the pond down below, the shed that's down there. So it's just a perfect setting. Who wouldn't want to just spend some time out here grilling? I know I'd like to do a few steaks, right?
I would.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing here.
So this whole upper area is all about the dining and the entertaining of that space and having people enjoy each other's company here. And then the lower area, which we're going to take a walk down to, was really about more of a relaxing space. The fire pit's down there, the water feature is down there. We've got some really neat stuff down below. And that's where people, after they've filled their bellies, they can go down and really hang out down below. So let's go take a look.
Okay. Jim, it's so peaceful and tranquil, especially with the waterfall and the view.
Well, that was the whole idea, you know, try to create a secondary space where after you're done with your dining or whatever, you can come down here and just enjoy being part of nature down here. So we've got this larger patio with, again, you can put some deep seating, some reclining chairs, some Adirondack chairs, something of that nature. And we have this sunken area that we created, which has a large gas fireplace, which is kind of cool. So you can sit out here, particularly on a cool evening, and have the fire roaring. And then again, it's the old fire and water theme. We have our water feature here. We've got our sheet of water coming out of the wall and recirculates down through there. So you've got the sound of the water, you've got the coolness of it, you've got the fire burning over here. And on the perimeter, we have our tiki torches. And those are a combination of both a night lighting as well as a tiki torch on the top. You would fill those with tiki fuel. So with those burning and the fire burning and the water going and the view out to the lake and all the serenity that surrounds you here, it's just such a great spot. And in the end, I think the project really turned out well and truly exceeded my expectations in some ways, and I think the homeowner as well. So,
you know, I know drainage is always important, and if it rains here, you're not even going to know because the water's just going to go away.
Well, you know, those are things you have to think about and incorporate into the project right from the get-go. So in here, because of the multiple levels and because we didn't want to have any water sitting anywhere, there's multiple drain ports in here. We have a channel drain that's down there on the other side of the sunken area, so any water that comes into the space gets into that drain. We have drains in the middle of the patio. The way we did the grading and the drainage pattern here is all the water comes to that drain in the center. We have those down here, we have them above as well. So we don't never have any standing water or issues with water on the patio. So again, another consideration, the lighting. I mean, making sure we had all the wiring in place for all the lighting that we did. We did a large package of landscape lighting, low voltage, LED, brass fixtures, beautiful stuff. And it just finishes the project, brings it all together, and the other thing is to try to make it as maintenance-free as possible. So if you've got a project you're thinking about doing in your yard, give us a call or check us out on the web at chnursery.com.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here.
It's not me, it's her.
But usually it's you.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So
We
this
forgot
is,
to say welcome back.
yeah, right?
With the view.
Come on, you're making him look good for calling that.
That's not fair. Caution.
Now let's see what happens.
Here's confidence.
Ready?
Ready.